Teachers are suffering. Nurses are suffering. Patients are suffering. Students are suffering. Traders are suffering. Pensioners are suffering. Drivers are suffering. Contractors are suffering. Civil servants are suffering. And farmers are suffering. Fishermen are suffering. And industries are suffering. Artisans are suffering. And Kyei are suffering. The disabled are suffering. And men are suffering. Women are suffering. And children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Miriam Nyendi president. But my age, my pa, because you bear Ghana card, no, yeah.
Every time for a year you could see a year vice president, Dr. Bawumia, and na in summer year na ye vice a day to Jano, and ye as some kitchen. Or say or no, or mayor president, but or a vice president, na the vice president is all you so, and no may be a chess or buy a chess or say, or bois no more diabano, why ye need now. Nenumu in a bit ye tea wood no or say teachers every students every nursing for every police for every drivers every disabled for every HSN in some day baby and not just or the two jam. Na na ye vice a can sign some way na every you know. Ye best so a copy mu a running mate one sense some. NPP running mate na your vice president so you running mate once and some so a better home. Na NPP kroya NPP moya shiye pa NPP kroya omasam bi so ekopie court na in some no senior emotie no commander e de munchechi mu nyina eba abeka kire nya ne ehu sentiam NPP for omasam ekopie mu court. Na sansa mo nyina kodwa no ene na ye vice president so e de ne nsam eto so no kasa wie no ene komena so de ne de eto so nsam no ai bebre e wo omaga ne mo na do for de bia me kajo se me so ni dim se ne ene face da we back into TV so me so subscribe me share to other platform my comment and more if you say overboard notification bell so amanse bia de broke into TV no why first person none there. Why first person when you in some be when you cause so mark. Member semester father general for coming na me no million you could see a year na your vice president nin sembia or war at the mania in some no I be a war margan. Madam I say.
Ma first time Minyandi president pay. Me a vice president. Minyandi president. And yes, sir. But me a vice president no. My age pa. As vice president. But Minyandi president too. Miriam Nyendi president. And yes, sir. But my age my pa. Because you bear Ghana card no, yeah. Because Ghana card no, ubeti me afa free amonia, ubeti me afa to coin abagana no. Ya mekaya no ambaso. Because the Ghana card number no eba nkola from birth omo hospital ambaso. Ye ka say me the digital property address eba Ghana ambaso. Ye ka say mobile money interoperability betimi money sika across mobile networks, across banks, sika mobile phones from abroad ambaso. Ye ka say Ghana card number be your tax identification number ambaso. Ebe your SNIT number, ambaso. Ebe your national health insurance number, ambaso. Because say ebe your paperless sports, yeah. Because say ultimate now phone so now what car insurance, ambaso. Because say zip line, drones, ebeba edi medicines nibla bagana, mekaya no ambaso. Because no guarantor student loan with your Ghana card. Ebebaso, ambaso. Because one constituency, one ambulance. Ambaso. Because agenda 111. Ambaso. Because say you gold for oil. Ambaso. Because say you ghost names every government payroll. Ambaso. Because say ubeti me tenefie ato electricity credit ambaso Because I wait me at NFA, I phone, I register National Health Insurance Renewal. Ambaso. Because I sign no hydro roads. Ambaso. Because Ubeye one student, one laptop. Ambaso. One student, one tablet. Ambaso. When you know me as vice president. And yes, sir. Driver mate no wait me ayes argument. Minyandi driver no. Me pese mon first year no emame. Mon first year no emame. Mon mamistiano. Na min chikano. Enko baby ayes yeko. Mon mamistiano. When you know met me as vice president. Me a vice president. Me a mate. And yes, sir. Me nyandi president. Enti Ghana. Ye pese ye ko enim. Me nimse mo de mamia. Mensah babiom. Enti mo yiri mo ho na ma ye jumano.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer,
quick one in room.
Oh, the writer, I was say, yeah, now I try viewers.
Okay,
the writer, and then some more shit, and some of why more ship, I deba. But the writer answer never consent, no son. The person who bore me, near question video be.
Oh, okay.
Now I share video in the bar.
Okay,
the writer, I trust him. Okay, into the 1 camera.
Okay, you shall for your bar, Commander, Esandia Twasso.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Teachers are suffering. Teacher trainees are suffering. Nurses are suffering. And nursing trainees are suffering. Patients are suffering, students are suffering, traders are suffering, pensioners are suffering, drivers are suffering, contractors are suffering, civil servants are suffering, and farmers are suffering, fishermen are suffering, and industries are suffering, artisans are suffering, and Kyei are suffering, the disabled are suffering, and men are suffering, women are suffering, and children and Ghanaians as a whole are suffering.
Yes, but when you become desperate, this is what happens. That when you've mismanaged the economy into this hole, then anything sounds great to you because you don't have any option. You see what I mean? And this is the problem, that anything that is taxable, that can feasibly be taxed, they are trying to impose taxes on it, increasing withholding, taxes on withholding, and so on. All of these are hurting. They are hurting the economy. These taxes are hurting, and therefore you are not going to get the growth. And when you don't get the growth, you will not get the revenue. And when you don't get the revenue, you go back to increasing taxes to get the revenue. And then you are in a cyclical down.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer,
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Yeah, Vice President.
Now, when you know Kunyano Hefa,
right away and summer on a Canada. On Canada.
Yeah.
Now make him the entire.
Where the 2016, 2012 name.
Yes. Now make him the entire because I'm say yenu name penny for ni bi wa.
Okay.
You say omonte niema ba ko mienu ase.
Yeah.
Say yenu MPP for ni bi hu ni say propaganda.
Ankofo complain pa say Oba, Bia, Okasamani Gensi, NPP, Amanu, no cray, she complains, Bapa.
Yeah, Nina said,
what's your dana?
Right, I mean, said that Nina said, currently, on no vice president or Wabaim.
Yeah,
it's in some or Kayan. Yeah, because Wabaim, one and some Nijana also. Okay, it's in some or Canada, and then I hear my Mijina Swama, Ninsam for all canon. Okay, right at 10 be opposed on. Okay, it's Libya.
Not me to us here, Cheshire. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and I know what by which is here.
Yes.
Into Omona, Odo how to many more. Ombet me a wow.
Something in Anna.
Dukas and Yama being queer. do se si o ka se Alan Kwadwo Chematen ne niam nko ya so no nya mae okay
nti Alan because the taxes e wo high Alan entity taxes so and Alan better entity taxes so the same thing and NDC for entity taxes so the oti aban mu no ono na o se misri kire no nti time bia no mpanifo se de ye de dodo na ma no ono ne ye hwehwe dodo free ne ho
matewase na asema wo kan no se bi minim de mi hu de we am ya mpese me kama asema no atra obi aba se obi tie no tie ni ya obeti ase
wo
ma men kan sa
obeti ase
aha nti
nti
na ka me be ka so obi tie no e badwemba